Hello for the first time again, this is Aquamarine Q Part 2. Now, something to consider is that when you watch this, it will be the future, but I will have recorded it in the past. Trippy stuff, I know. Getting back into people named John, such as Tier, who seems to be back on Twitter suddenly. You have John the Baptist and John from Revelations. And are they the same John? Did he midlife kind of go chill on an island for a bit, come back to do his due, behead? Future proofs past. He talks about, yeah, I'm totally going to do this when he's older. Then when he's older, it's like, hey, cool, I'm back, and you're doing this, and then all right, off. Or was it like a reincarnation thing? Like what really? How does that work in this context? It's just odd that you had people named John in Israel. Same with like Jesus. These aren't necessarily Jewish names. It's awkward. But if you were to go back and ask him, I really doubt he'd say, "Hi, I'm Josh the Magic Jew from a long line of magic Jews," because that'd be weird. It wouldn't be not true. Josh the Magic Jew from Galilee. Or also from around that timeline, you have Mount Vesuvius and the Villa of Mysteries. What were they doing? What were they trying to accomplish? What went wrong? But more realistic stuff, how would you get back there? Maybe you were involved in some sort of Project Pegasus experiment, possibly Philadelphia project, or Montauk, stuff like that. There are very, very likely organizations doing these kinds of experiments all over the world throughout time. And ironically, the Chinese have banned time travel because it's disrespectful to heritage, which, alright, yeah, it's one way of saying don't mess with the past if you ever find yourself with the ability to do so. Because what would you find? And even if you're in these time travel chairs, are you actually physically time traveling, or are you just sending your consciousness in a sort of astral projection sort of way? So like, are you able to view events of the past? So like, check out Mars a million years ago, see what was going on there. Maybe there was some entities. Now what if those entities could actually sense that you were there? That would be interesting. Like if they're shamans and they're magic men and they're medicine men or Martians or whatever, they were able to sense the flux. There's a presence. Like what if that's what ghosts are? What if they're beings from the past or different timelines? Like here's another question. When time traveling, like let's say you could take your body with you, well, how would you get back into this timeline? Because you're starting off from the third dimension, experiencing a fourth dimension, yet you're trying to circumvent the fourth dimension, so technically I guess you'd have to bend through the fifth dimension. But you, due to your status as a three-dimensional being at the moment, or 3/4, yeah, whatever, you wouldn't really be able to get back onto your original timeline because your timeline is that one 4D timeline that you're experiencing. So you'd never be able to get back to the previous timeline because there's one where you didn't do anything, there's one where it went wrong. Like there's so many timelines that could have been created, let alone just the, one where you went, one for where you didn't go. So maybe let's hold off on the timeline until we're like starting from 5D, because then it's less of a thing. Thank you for listening.